Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new. Beautiful souls, today we are asking for an immediate message from Spirit, and I will be looking at the next 7 days to see if your Spirit team, Source Spirit, are going to give you the heads up on anything that you need to know that might be unfolding. So we have 3 piles for you to choose from, and pretty amazing energy here today. I'm going to draw runes and charms in a moment. I know some of you like that extra information. Let's look at the cards first. So for pile 1, we have Garuda Supana. This is card number 42. Garuda Supana. So pile 1. Pile 2, we have Karma of Kutala. This is card number 43. Oh, we have a progression. Look at that. 42, 43, 44. Now that is interesting in itself. I shuffle the cards really well before I draw them, so that is fascinating. So pile 2, 43, Karma of Kutala. I don't think this has happened before actually, so this is quite a one-off. Okay, card number 44, Ishtar's Lion's Gate 888. This is for pile 3. Let's see how the runes come out and the charms. This is going to be really interesting. I haven't seen that kind of progression. I don't think exactly like this before. You've got 2 runes. I have 2 runes coming for pile 1. This is the rune of Nathis, Constraint, but also Thurizaz, Gateway. Very, very interesting combination. So, Nathis, Thurizaz. Okay, and the charm for pile 1 is, okay, it's a little rabbit. Quite a cheerful little rabbit as well. Looks really, got quite a buoyant energy actually. The runes for pile 2 again coming through. We have the rune of Algiz, Protection, and we have Manaz, the rune of the Self. So Protection and the Self. And for your charm, we have a dragon. Do you know, a dragon has come out in a couple of readings recently. Very interesting, because for a long, long time, I don't think the dragon charm had ever come out in any of the readings here on YouTube since I've used charms, which is a long time. So that's quite amazing that there's dragon energy around. That will mean something, I'm sure, to some of you. Okay, pile 3, your runes, 2 again coming through. We have the rune of, this is the pathway you must follow. This is Sewelu. The path, this is the rune of wholeness. We also have the blank rune. So those are your runes, pile 3. And your charm. For your charm, you have you have a bird. Really beautiful bird. That is pile 3. Okay, beautiful souls. Now, whether you are drawn to the cards, guided by the runes, guided by the charms, or a bit of everything, or the numbers, beautiful souls, I'm going to leave the camera running for a few moments longer, just to give you that bit of time to really kind of just sit with the energy and see which of these readings is speaking to you. Sometimes it is more than one. If that's the case, then, do visit more than one reading. They are absolutely there for you. And I'll leave the camera running to give you that bit of extra time. If you need even more time, just press the pause button. Beautiful souls, I will see you in the readings in just a moment. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. We are asking for an immediate message for you. I'm going to draw from the tea leaves first of all. It is such a large pack. I'm just going to sweep them out and see what shows up. I'm actually seeing these two. Okay, let's move the rest out of our way and draw more cards. Okay, 2 tea leaves. And I think we will look for 2 additional runes as well, 2 rune cards. I'm actually seeing this one here. Now, beautiful souls. Very interesting combination to have Nathis, Constraint, and Thurizaz, Gateway, because Thurizaz does advise you to stop and to stand still and review, to kind of like do a check-in. I'm wondering if there is something that you have, it's not exactly that you've missed, but some detail you need to see. Nathis does advise us also to kind of cross the T's and dot the I's. I think there is a detail you need to see or be aware of before you progress, and then you can speed on like a little like a Mad Hatter. You can like get to it in a really speedy and fast way. Let's draw more cards for you. I'm seeing these 2. And lastly, 1 from this pack. Okay, let's look at what we have in your oracle cards first. So you have Arrow and December. Okay. And you have... Okay, Othilla. How interesting. And then you have Sewello, the rune of wholeness. This is like a pathway you need to follow. And Othilla is all about leaving one position and moving to another. Like it's sometimes known as the rune of separation, or it connects to real estate, like actually moving house. If any of you are thinking of moving house, indeed, there may be something that you started like maybe around sort of 6 to 8 weeks ago. I think I'm going to be quite specific. Something that you initiated around 6 to 8 weeks ago. This will be a message for some but not all, but I think it's reaching a point where you can actually move it forwards. So something you've initiated, you made a commitment to, it's about to unfold. It's about to reach a point where you can move it forwards. However, cross the T's and dot the I's. Let's get a bit more information about this. I'm going to put these here. I think they belong, the rune cards are belonging with our tea leaves today. We then have, okay, Poppy, Dream. Okay, now this is Neptune and Saturn. We have Maca, Strength and Endurance, and Women's Wisdom, Bian Fisa. I think that's how you say it, Bian Fisa. Okay, Strength and Endurance. I'm going to move this here. Maybe if we look at this card too, the Stargazer. Dreams, aspirations. How interesting. You have Poppy, dreams. Dreams, aspirations, and looking beyond. Okay. Wow, this is very, very interesting. My beautiful pile 1. Very, very interesting indeed. Let's sit this here and let's just really sit with your cards before we draw your tarot cards as well. Yeah, I think that there is something that you started or initiated 6 to 8 weeks ago, around that time. Could be a little bit less, could be a little bit more. Could be a couple of months. Now, I think you've had to be quite patient. Actually, that's what Nathis is saying to me. You've had to be quite patient. You possibly would have liked it to have moved forwards much more quickly, but kind of rather like buying a house, or, you know, going through the process of finding a new place to purchase or to rent. It's like there's a process that you have to go through, and it's not, you can't speed it up. You just can't. I think you've had to really hold on to a kind of a dream of it. You've had to keep that vision in mind. It's also been a very wise choice for you, actually. I think because you've had to be patient, possibly a part of you has questioned whether this is the right move or not. I think in your gut feeling, you knew it was. And I think part of the commitment to this is because it means leaving something behind. Now, the something behind could be an attitude within you, or it could be like an actual place, like you literally move from one place to another, from one area to another. I think it honestly has been a bit of an endurance test to get to where you are now, but your gut feeling was really right. You have actually made the right choice. So this, your first initial immediate message, is an affirmation that you made the right decision. You were completely right, the choice you made. And I think what's happening is you are reaching the point of the gateway where you can step through. You can really, it's going to reach that turning point. It is literally something like, it's like you get the keys kind of thing, and you move into something. It's absolutely the right path for you. Absolutely the right path. And you have really held on to a dream. I think as well, this is a stepping stone as well to a longer term vision. This is part of the journey forwards. So for example, if you were moving house, or as I said, or moving your location, where the place where you work, or something along those lines, it's definitely a flavour of real property coming through here. As you move, I think it's the beginning of another chapter. It's the beginning of a bigger dream. It's a stepping stone on the way to something larger. I'm not saying it isn't the final destination. For some of you, it could be the final destination. But if it is the final destination, it's because the next chapter of that final destination is now going to unfold. You move and there you are. You've arrived, and you can bed in and start to really put down roots, and that's the next chapter that is unfolding. Let's draw your tarot cards. I mean, this is your message. You made the right choice, and you are reaching this gateway, this point of opening. It is the point you get the keys. It's imminent, and it's definitely something you started, you initiated. There may also be, you're on the right path. This is such an affirmation. There may also be, it could be that there is news that comes. So if you have been waiting patiently and wondering if this is even going to emerge, this would be the time when there's a confirmation that comes through to let you know that, yes, actually, you've definitely got this. You've, like buying a house is a very good example. We can put in an offer, and I don't know what it's like anywhere else in the world, but in England, it is really, really slow. You put in an offer and you all agree to all sorts of things, and you make lots of commitments financially in order to move it forwards. But there's no guarantee that anything actually happens until like a couple of months, literally. So it can be a couple of months later when contracts can be signed. But this can literally take anything up to 3 months before you reach that point. So you're living in limbo for 3 months, hoping that nothing goes wrong in the system. There's no sort of guarantees, and that's kind of how the house buying system, not that you necessarily, if you're anywhere in the world, want to know that, but it can feel like you're having to be very patient. And really kind of keep your feet on the ground. But this is the point when something actually happens. You get a confirmation. And this is wonderful. Neptune in Saturn as well. I feel this is connected to your spiritual pathway as well. There's a sort of a sense of destiny about it. It's very interesting that actually, of course, we are fast approaching a time at this moment. It's a timeless reading. You can come to these readings anytime. If you're drawn to a timeless reading, a pick a card reading, there'll be a message for you. If it pops up in your stream randomly, I had one the other day, and it was over a year old actually as a reading, but the message was absolutely spot on for me in that moment, and I just thought, I'm going to listen to that. There it is. But whenever this comes to you, at the time of doing this reading, Saturn and Neptune are edging closer and closer and closer together. They are coming together, and what we're going to see are old structures dissolving. If you're new to me or my channel, I do a monthly energy update along with some readings. So you'll be able to tune into that if you wish to find out more about the energy, of now. If you're watching this at this time, or well, anytime, there's always an energy update that's relevant to the time. It's an astrological energy update. It's based on the moon and what's happening. Neptune and Saturn, we are seeing old structures dissolve, but the new then emerges. You've probably been sitting in a place, I suspect, where it's felt like the old is dissolving, but you haven't quite yet got to the new in some area of your life, but you are on track. Let's draw your tarot cards and ask about the week ahead. Wow, you have the butterfly. Isn't this amazing? Two of Pentacles. This is your first card. This is so super nice. Your first card is a card of transformation. And the butterfly emerges, Daughter of Swords as well. How beautiful. Because the butterfly emerges from a chrysalis. And it's very interesting, isn't it? When you think of a chrysalis, a little caterpillar, or a butterfly, it starts out as an egg on a leaf in a cluster of eggs. And then they hatch into caterpillars, and they are ravenous, or they are in my garden anyway. And they eat away, and then they turn into a chrysalis. But you can't prise a chrysalis open until the timing is right. Because if you did, you would damage the butterfly, you'd damage its wings. It has to sort of birth itself, and the timing has to be perfect. What this is telling us is the timing is now perfect for this to birth and to come through for you, which is really lovely. Daughter of Swords, I just see such a knowing here, woman's wisdom. It's such an affirmation that you were right. I think whatever this is, there's not only an emergence and an arrival, but when you land, it would be like house moving, and even though you're surrounded by boxes, total chaos, but you just know you're in the right place. You can just feel it. With every cell of your being, you're in the right place. Beautiful. So there's an affirmation. If you either actually get the keys, as it were, metaphorically, to something new, or you get an affirmation and you just know, you feel it through and through, this is right. Okay, we have I was going to say this looks like a 4, but actually it's a 9. We have the 9 of Cups and the Son of Cups. Gosh, Daughter of Swords, Son of Cups. You are going to ease yourself into this with grace. We then have the 5 of Cups and the 3 of Swords. Okay, let us move our cards along. What this is marking and heralding is an end to a period of struggle. Yeah, whatever commitment, however patient you have been, this is the week when something, you get the validation, and it shows you that your hard work is going to pay off. I mean, this horse is looking so weary. And horses are usually about power. And this horse is looking tired. My goodness me, you've had to work for this, and you've had to wait for it, and you've had to, you've really had to hold on to the dream and hold your vision while this emerged. I am thrilled, my beautiful pile 1. I was about to say pile 2, my beautiful pile 1. I'm really, really thrilled that this is the moment when you really, you made the right choice, you made the right decision, and at last the energy shifts. Something where you have felt really bound by something or to something that has been quite exhausting, actually. It's over. You can leave it behind because now you have the keys to the new. This would be like if you had, I don't know, let's say you downsize, for example. Maybe if you were living, I'm coming up with examples and they will not be relevant to all of you, but it's like listening to the energy. This would be like if you were living somewhere that had massive outgoings, or something that was, somehow it was holding you back. You know, you weren't free of something, or free, maybe you were working somewhere where there were constant interruptions. This is the point where you move forwards with grace, and all of your patience pays off, and you just know it's like you can breathe again. You can now move forwards with joy and the bounciness of a rabbit or a hare, or I think this is a rabbit more than a hare. You can now move forwards with joy and bounciness again. It's like all of this returns to you. It's like a weight is lifted in some way, and you're really going to feel it, literally at a cellular level. You are going to feel it, you're going to know it, and you will know it's right. You made the right choice, you made the right decision. It was so worth making this commitment. This is absolutely fabulous. And this is how I am seeing your week unfold. And this is how I am seeing your messages for today, or your immediate message. Pile 1, I am loving this energy for you, really, really loving it. Beautiful souls, thank you so much for being here. If you're new, welcome. If you are returning, thank you so much. I'm very humbled that some of you follow these readings every week. And thank you so much for letting people know about the channel, for sharing. Thank you also so much for, gosh, I've just got to say, my beautiful souls, I have a sparrowhawk sitting on my fence. How beautiful. What a symbol with Garuda Supana to see a sparrowhawk, a beautiful sparrowhawk sitting on the fence, literally. And Gateway, the rune of Gateway, my apologies for digressing, but you know, I was in my gratitude mode at the end of the reading, but you know, I have to draw attention to these things if I see them, because I feel it's such an important sign within the reading. I do have a sparrowhawk that visits from time to time, but this is not a regular visitor. Sitting there, proud, stationary, visionary. Gateway literally talks about sitting at that point where you can view where you've come from and you're ready to move forwards. I just feel that's such an affirmation. I just had to share that with you, beautiful souls. Anyway, back to my gratitudes. Thank you so much, all of you, for being here. Thank you for letting people know about the channel. It really helps for me to continue to put free stuff into the world. And thank you for subscribing. That also really helps. And if you want to make sure you never miss a reading, subscribe and press the little bell icon, and hopefully everything will come into your stream, including the energy updates. Oh, did you hear that? My computer just popped up a sound. It does that from time to time. Again, how interesting that it's like, boo, suddenly something shifts, something opens up for you. Wow, this is lovely. This is just lovely. Yeah, this is something you've really held in your sights. And so how amazing is this? Pile 1, tons of love. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. I am, there. I am seeing this and this for you. These 2 cards. Let's have a look at these. And in fact, let's draw your oracle cards first. Let's draw them all. My beautiful pile 2, I am intrigued, excited by your reading. I really, really am. I just feel that there is something emerging in your world that you are absolutely meant to follow. Like you're destined to follow it. I'm seeing this one and this one. Absolutely destined to follow something through, to see it to the end. You're going to be guided. You're going to be protected. There may be some learning along the way. There may be more to learn, things to discover, but my goodness me, you're on track with something, or something is calling to you. Okay, may we please have guidance and information for my beautiful pile 2. Let's have a look at all of our cards and see what we have. So you have February and you have Vine. Right, okay. Now, irrespective of the wording here, I actually feel this is exactly something that can grow. There is something that can grow. Now, at the time of doing these readings, it is February. So I think there is something now that you can grow. It is absolutely right in front of you. It's meant to grow. Now, it could be a partnership, because we have Gibo, which is the rune of partnerships. We also have the rune of Manas, the self. This is breakthrough, not Manas. Degas, breakthrough. So My apologies, dear ones. Yeah, there you go. So this is the breakthrough moment. We have man as the self here, of course. Right. Shall I do the rest of the cards first? Let's turn the cards over and look. We have the spring equinox. We have Palo Santo, guardian, guardianship again, protection. Okay, fantastic. We have the lion's mane, leadership. Oh my goodness me. You are so the call, meant to step up in something. Goodness me, don't hold back. Dear ones, do not hold back, lovely Moon Magic Super Souls. This is absolutely... so I'm just adjusting my camera, which I hope means you can see everything clearly. Now, this has got like the fire of the dragon. This is like having fire in your belly. And there is something that can really, really grow. And it is absolutely there in front of you right now. Now, it could be that you receive a letter or a communication of some sort. It could come in an email, but you might get a call about something. But there is something right in front of you that can grow. There is an opportunity that is about to be gifted to you. It's a breakthrough moment. Now, for some of you, it may connect to partnership. I feel like it's a little bit more to do with business or partnership with the divine, or partnership with, partnership with collaboration in some way, more than in love. That's what I'm seeing here at the moment, though we have yet to draw your tarot cards, so there may be more coming through. But there is about to be, if it's not already in front of you, there is about to be a pathway opened to you. My goodness me, with the fire in your belly, this is something to take charge of and go for it. Do not be held back. Let nothing stand in your way. And I don't mean in a ruthless way. I mean in a, wow, I am so fired up about this. This just makes me feel amazing. I know this is what I'm destined to do. This is something I want to do. I mean, and you will be guarded, you will be protected in doing this. There will be some lessons to learn. You know, I'm not saying that this is going to, you know, a vine grows fast, but it doesn't grow overnight, unless it's like Jack and the Magic Beanstalk type of vine, in all honesty. But even with Jack and the Magic Beanstalk, you know, he threw the beans to the ground in the morning. This incredible vine-like thing had grown, this beautiful plant, and he climbed up it. But he still had to face challenges in order to, when he got to the top of the beanstalk. So I'm not seeing this as being something that is like a lottery win. Ta-da, it's finished, completed, life is rosy. But I am seeing something that you can step into, you can grow. You can grow, and the project will grow, or the partnership, whatever. This is going to grow. This is going to be so flourishing. I mean, it's got a fabulous energy. And because we have the card of February, now this could have a different connection for some of you. But because at the time of doing this reading, it is February, I think this is just indicating that it's now. Now is the moment. Seize the moment. Like maybe you get an offer. Perhaps you get headhunted, or something comes through. A call. Now, beautiful souls, we'll draw your tarot cards and look at the week ahead. But this is your message. There is something right in front of you, and if it's not right in front of you, it's about to be. This is something that is definitely something to not hold back from and to step up into. So, beautiful souls, I would also say, of course, this is a timeless reading. So, you know, pick a card readings always are. If you were drawn to this in 3 months' time, 6 months' time, the February card for me is just telling us it's now. The timing is now. We have the Three of Swords. This came out in pile 1. Let me move that up. We have the World. Oh, goodness me. We have the Five of Pentacles. Okay, move these along. Okay, we have the Daughter of Swords. How interesting that the Three of Swords and the Daughter of Swords both came out in pile 1. We have the Four of Swords. Oh, look at the beautiful little lamb here. Wow. We have, how interesting, we have the Nine of Swords. And then we have also the Father of Swords. Right, okay. This is very interesting because I feel like you have a mixed response to this incredible opportunity. I got so excited, and yet you're fearful of it not working out, or you're fearful that it's going to be too good to be true. I think it's really interesting because it spirals you into almost this sort of place of like what I would call the what if land. I said to you, it's very interesting, the energy that was coming through to start with, and I was really reading this as, you know, it won't be without its challenges, like Jack and the Beanstalk. You've got to climb the beanstalk, and, you know, he still had to meet the giant at the top. In this instance, the giant is you. It's your self-doubt. It's your fear of failure. It's your fear that it won't work out, or that someone can't be trusted, or that you'll be disappointed, or that you're not, you know, yeah, or that you would not see something clearly, or that this could go wrong, or, you know, that's what I mean by the what if territory. Yeah, the challenge that I was really picking up on is to do, the challenge sits within you. It's not the external circumstances, and that's really clear. No wonder this reading is coming through for you, if this is the case right now, because, you know, Spirit is really trying to encourage you and say, look, this can grow. This, you know, get the fire in your belly and get to it. You know, the key here is just approach the whole thing with integrity. As long as you are clear about what you want. We've got two owls here. Look at this, Daughter of Swords, Father of Swords. You know, as long as you are clear about what you want, you know, and you take it steady. You know, with this beautiful little lamb, you know, the Four of Swords, it has a much more, very meditative kind of energy. You know, don't tangle yourself in knots over this one. You know, this is a definite, this can grow. Don't let self-doubt or anything get in the way. I mean, if there is anything in the way externally, it doesn't feel like that. It feels like it feels like it's an internal dilemma. But you know, this is really opening up a new world for you. Yeah, the internal dilemma is yours. It's no one else's. Let's just ask for a bit more information, please. How is this panning out? Okay, we have Father of Wands. How amazing. What a lovely, lovely addition to your reading. Father of Wands and Son of Wands. Oh, this is beautiful. This is the passion. And I mean, you know, we have the King and the Page here. So this is, in fact, no, I think the Daughter is the Page. Let me just check on that actually for one moment. Yes, that's right. I just had a little quick look. I paused the video for a moment. The Daughter is the Page, and the Father the Father is the King, which I knew, but the Son is in fact the Knight. That's what I wanted to check. I mean, my goodness me, to have the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands showing up here as the outcome. Talk about fire in your belly. Talk about leadership, the lion's mane. Talk about you know, just being guarded, protected, transforming. This is transforming your life. This is taking you to a whole other level of manifestation, of absolutely, of growing, of growth, of potential. This is amazing. This is the breakthrough. This is the breakthrough you've been looking for, my beautiful souls. This is life transforming. So however this arrives, if it's already arrived and you're sitting there thinking, but what if it goes wrong? What if this isn't the right thing to do? Truly, this could not be a bigger affirmation. And what I see is the dilemma hanging around you at this during the week, or when you get this information, this offer, this call. Everything here is suggesting that you go for it. This is a seriously, seriously big thumbs up. Gosh, pile 2. Wow. The energy is phenomenal. Now, beautiful souls, I don't actually feel there's anything more to add to this reading, which is, so it's an unusually short reading, but I do feel that it's to the point, and I think it's purposeful in that way. It's to the point. There's no faffing around here. We don't need any more information. It's clear, it's dynamic. This is an amazing opportunity. Wow. Pile 2, this is your reading. Thank you so much. Welcome if you're new. Thank you so much if you are returning. I'm really honoured and humbled that you, for those of you that follow these readings, really, and follow all of my readings, I mean, thank you so much. I really am humbled, honoured, and it really is such a privilege to read for you. Thank you for letting people know about the channel. That really does help to kind of let people know that we're here, and yeah, it helps me to keep putting free stuff into the world. Thank you for subscribing as well, and if you want to make sure you never miss a reading, subscribe and press the little bell icon, and that way everything should come into your stream. Pile 2, wow, and more wow. Thank you. This is amazing. I could sit in your energy all day. If I ever need motivation, I might just come and sit in this reading just to pick up on your energy. It's amazing. Tons of love, pile 2. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. You have 44 Ishtar's Lion's Gate 888. That's pretty powerful to have this. Let's spread out your tea leaves along with Sewello and the blank rune, because Sewello really indicates the path that you must follow. It's really clearly defined, and the blank rune is like a space of possibility. Now I am seeing this card here, and then this one for you. Okay, let's move these tea leaves out of the way. So many cards. It's such a big pack of cards, the tea leaves, but such a beautiful energy. Okay, let's see what else we're shown. Let's draw your oracle cards first. We're going to draw more runes. I'm actually seeing that little one there. Ishtar's Lion's Gate, an opening for you. 2 from this pack. And 1 from this pack. Just such a space of possibility. How interesting. I didn't know that this card was, it's like it's the wrong way round. And the whole pack looks to me to be completely the right way round. It does. And yet that one card has shown up. I don't know how that happened, but I'm going with it. This is your card, the crystal. Well, here we are, the crystal cave. I mean, look at the gateway here. Inner exploration, hidden treasures. We have Kaliak, protector of the wild. Happiness, Ant. Work, achievements, success. Okay. We have, you have Lagos, the rune of flow. This is lovely. Okay, and Berkana, the rune of growth. What a combination. This is absolutely lovely. Okay, I'm going to put this down here. We have Valerian, acceptance, and Damiana, the beloved, the crystal cave. Okay. Gosh, this has got a real magical kind of feel about it. Achievement, success, magic, something coming together. Valerian, acceptance, and Kaliak, protector of the wild. What is this telling us? The bird has a real gentle energy as well. I feel like we've got quite, it's not exactly opposite energies, because there's a beautiful combination here of both sort of protection. There's a kind of a harshness and yet a beauty. You know, rather like, you know, if you walk out into the wild world, you go somewhere really wild, a really mountainous place. And yet, you know, you can sit on the edge of a hillside amidst a storm and notice the most perfect orchid at your feet. There's something, I'm hearing diamond in the rough as well. I don't know what that is meaning, but something is flowing. Now, something is flowing in your life that is bringing you great happiness, or it's about to. A gate is opening. Yeah, this is the path you must follow. Or maybe it's a path you're on, perhaps for some of you, you're already on this path. Yeah, look at the opening, the doors are opening here. Yeah, you're seeing the way through the cave into the crystal cave. Yeah, I think the gateway is opening for you. Something is about to flow. A gateway is opening, something is about to flow. And it has so much potential here. So much potential. Now, what I'm noticing here is that there are a lot of synchronicities in the numbers here. So we have 44, Ishtar's Lion Gate, 44, Valerian. Damiana is card number 11, Kaliach is card number 11. You know, we're seeing synchronicities, we're seeing, you know, two by two. You know, we're seeing twos of things, 2 11s, 2 44s. I do think this may well connect to, for some of you, to some kind of relationship. Because Damiana is a card of the beloved. And Valerian, they used to put Valerian into the coat. They used to weave it into the coat of a groom for a marriage in order to give protection. Kaliak is a card of, she is the protector of the wild. She used to make sure that hunters only took what they needed. I think that I need to draw your tarot cards to really understand your reading, pile 3. Yeah, there's a dichotomy of energy, or there's a, do you know, it's not a dichotomy, there is a raw beauty in this. That's what I'm going to call it, a raw beauty. And like the crystal cave, when you look at a raw crystal, I mean, we can have beautiful crystals that have been shaped and carved into things. I have many sitting around me. I mean, for example, I have a beautiful crystal angel just here. And look at that, it's rose quartz, which is all about love. So this is beautifully carved. However, you know, I'm just going to place that back. I also have a piece of raw crystal, which is equally beautiful, equally stunning, you know. So there's something here this is what I was picking up on. I don't think it's that it's like opposites of energy. There's a raw energy around your reading, almost like a purity. Also, seahorses are a species that sometimes mates for life, not always, only certain types of seahorses, and there are others. But I think hares, you know, you often see hares, you know, in couples, you know, you see the mating dance of hares. We have a lot of hares in the area where I live. And Barkana is a new phase of growth. It's a new opportunity. Yeah, let's draw more cards. What is this about? What are we being shown here? Okay, so we have the 8 of Swords. Look at the chrysalis here, ready to open. And then we have the card of the Magician, depicted as a cheetah, which is very fast energy. Okay. Right. What I'm hearing is you have everything you need to succeed. Okay, that's coming. I'm literally hearing that. You have everything you need to succeed. You have everything you need to be able to make something work and to be happy. We have the 4 of Swords. So this is a card of taking it steady. We have the Ace of Wands. Wow, what passion. Wow, passion and chemistry I'm hearing. We have the 5 of Swords. We have the Seven of Swords. And then we have the Daughter of Pentacles. Look at the rainbow bridge of healing, this gentleness. Okay. Yeah, there is something or someone, coming into your life that's in a space of what I would call raw new beginning. It is loaded with possibility. This is something that has like the sweetest soul. You know, as in metaphorically, that's the energy of it. Like a raw crystal that could be carved into a beautiful angel, but it is just beautiful as it is in its rawness. For some of you, this is love. It's passion, it's chemistry. For others, it could be a working situation. And something is in its raw form. Because it's in its raw form, do you know, it's almost as though I'm hearing all these like little sayings like too hot to handle. You know, your hot property, you're too hot to handle. Or it's too hot to handle. I'm going to say that you can do this. You're going to need to be a little bit, some adaptability is required here, some responsiveness. Maybe it's because something moves so fast here. I feel like the energy here is moving fast, and that might be also what phases you a little bit. Take it slowly. Be in the energy, but don't sort of, what do I want to say? It's like be in the energy, but don't be driven by it. You know, be in it, enjoy it, have it, love it, embrace it, but don't let it drive you. You know, be responsive to this energy. Let's get more information, pile 3. I'm absolutely intrigued by what this is. I know that it holds the key to happiness and it brings you a new phase of life. I do think this is a connection, a collaboration. For some of you, it is love. It's the beloved. For others, perhaps this is your calling in some way, shape or form. It could be your working world with Ant here, achievement, success. It could be finding the right community to engage with. But this is, it does feel like there's something that feels like a diamond in the rough. It's at its raw new beginnings. And I think because of the power and the energy and the dynamism, it's almost like you could feel like it could overwhelm you a little bit. But don't be overwhelmed by it here. This is loaded with growth and potential. With the energy of Cailleach, protector of the wild, she is able to, it's like she holds the power of the wild. This was a really powerful goddess. She could put up a stone circle overnight. You know, she could build a mound. You know, we have lots of the mounds in the UK here. Like a long barrow or a mound. She could put one up overnight. She had the most incredible power at her fingertips, but she used it wisely. So this is like gaining power and using it wisely. It's the raw energy of almost like pure creativity that is there in exactly that spark that you feel, that chemistry. When you, let's say you first meet someone, I mean, hopefully most of you have been in that situation, whether it's now or whether you have been. But you know, it's that raw spark of love when you feel like you could conquer the world. Something amazing energetically, and yet it's kind of like, whoa, what do I do with this at the same time? That's what it feels like. Well, you simply approach this with wisdom and steadiness and, you know, use the energy, sit in it, revel in it, and then channel it. This is a gateway of profound possibility. May we get further information, please? And that's what we're being shown, I think, in your primary message. Well, we can find out more about the week ahead, but I'm just going to ask for generally more information to start with, please. May we have further information for my beautiful Pile 3, please. I'm just going to draw those and see, and then we'll draw some more. We'll ask about the week ahead. So you have the butterfly emerging. Look at this. So we have a chrysalis, and then we have the butterfly. We have the 10 of Cups. Absolutely beautiful. The card of happiness and contentment, and we have the Fool, which is that card of just take that risk, go for it. Okay. I think that there is something, if it's not yet in your world, it's about to be, but it may already be in your world, that has this incredible potential. It feels so sweet. You know, the song of this is so sweet and beautiful, and yet it is raw and passionate and alive and ready to be embraced and discovered. And I think it will be quite life-changing. It's going to kind of wake you up. Actually, look at the way something is severed here in the 5 of Swords. It's going to wake you up. It's going to be, whoa, there could be so much here, but also a part of you almost like, oh, can I really handle it? Is this going to be too hot to handle? I think everything here is suggesting that you take that risk, that you go for it. Look at this Daughter of Pentacles. It has so much promise. Let's ask how your week pans out. I mean, this is your message. Right, we're showing all these cards leaping out at once. May we ask about the coming week for my pile 3, please. Energy of the coming week, please. How might the week unfold? How might the week unfold for my pile 3s? How might the week unfold? I'm actually feeling the one on the base. Okay. We have the 5 of Pentacles. Where can we put these? I'm going to put the Daughter just here of Pentacles. Let's put it over here because it kind of came first. So we have the 5 of Pentacles. We have the 2 of Wands. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. We then have the 10 of Swords. We have the 3 of Swords, and we have the Son of Wands. Okay. I think this week there's something really opens up for you here. Maybe you re-find your passion, or you re-find potential. It's raw. If you've come out of a situation which was actually quite challenging, or a period of time that's been challenging, something presents itself here that means it's raw, it's ready, it's available. This is very present for you this week, actually. That's what we're seeing here. Something that is, it's a very transformative energy. It's a new beginning. It's transformative. It's a new beginning, just like brand new love. For some of you, it is brand new love, but for others, it's not. It's something that is transforming. What's really interesting is it's coming out of heartache. It's coming out of a place that has been really difficult and really challenging. And, you know, I read your comments, beautiful souls, and I know some of you have been through some really big stuff. Really big stuff, and I'm honoured that you comment. I can't reply to you all, but I do read your comments, so thank you. Now, this is something, this is like you refinding your sense of direction, or your passion, it's being able to get up and start again in something, whether that is love or something else, whatever area of your world this is. What is beautiful is you are being protected. And it really is the end of a period of heartache or restriction, and it feels as though it's a very new, raw place of beginnings, a raw, new beginning where you can kind of, in a way, you can shape this. Because it has potential. You can shape this. You know, the Son of Wands is the Knight of Wands. This is moving something forwards. The Knight of Wands is a really powerful energy. It's happening. It's fast. No wonder. Yeah, I think things could move quite quickly in your world. However this energy applies, I think this gateway is here. There's an opening. Something I think is going to move forwards very, very quickly this week in your world, my beautiful pile 3. It's leading you to happiness. It's full of joy. It really is. It's full of joy. It's very successful as an outcome. It's leading to a new place of growth, but it is in its raw it's in a raw state of beginning, and this week you will actually be able to move this forwards and begin to see the end of something that has not been so good. Wow. Pile 3, this is your reading. I mean, these are just such powerful readings. I don't know why I'm astonished. I'm always, to be fair, do you know, I think I'm always blown away when I engage in a really powerful reading. And at this moment in time, there are, I'm doing this reading in 2025. You could find it in 3 years' time. But at the time of doing this reading, the energy is, gosh, transformational beyond belief. That doesn't always mean it comes easily. But it's loaded with opportunity. The next year and a half, I kind of think the world is going to change beyond all recognition. That's really what we see astrologically. And so, and I will be here, beautiful souls, to the best of my ability, and continue to post readings for you ongoing to assist with an anchor point and guidance and support in any way that I can. Thank you, all of you as well, who've signed up to my, if you're a member of the YouTube community or on Patreon, you'll know that I have a tarot course that is still in production, but my goodness me, it's there. I've been working on it for a long time. It's a huge course. Thank you to those of you who've signed up. I'm really, really honoured that you have. And in my wider YouTube community, at the moment I have opened it to the membership area and to Patreon. I will, as the year progresses, I will be opening it up as well for others. So I will let you know about that here on the main YouTube channel as well at some point soon. At the moment we have just opened doors for more students, and so I'm sort of doing it in a steady way, but yeah, I will let you know about that here at some point soon, so watch out for that. Anyway, beautiful souls, I'm waffling away. Thank you for being here. It's an honour to read for you. Yeah, wow. I think this is a really important turnaround, but it's not a turnaround as such. It is an opening. It's a new beginning, coming out of something that has felt really quite challenging. And the new beginning is there. It's raw, it's present, but it is loaded with potential and happiness in every possible way for you. Pile 3, I'm sending you all the love in the world. Don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell icon if you want to make sure you never miss a reading. And thank you all for supporting the channel. Tons of love.